Good day to all of you. Once again, this is your teacher Daniel, and today, ang pag-aaralan naman po natin, we are going to solve problems involving linear equations in two variables. So, I'm going to give a few examples of word problems and we will try our best para sagutan natin yung mga word problems na yun. Assuming that these problems pertains to linear equations. Ano po? So, our first problem will be, let me read first to you the problem. A standard taxi fare costs 40 pesos plus a rate of 4 pesos for every 200 meters. What equation of the line best describes the cost of fare with the distance traveled by meters? And how much would it pay if we travel 6 kilometers or 6,000 meters? So, one of the best way para masagutan natin yung mga ganitong word problems is, katulad nga nung nabanggit ko dati or na-mention ko na before, hati-hatiin natin yung problem into several sections or phrase or sentences, and then we will try to understand each phrases or sentences para mas madali nating makuha kung ano yung mga given values, unknown values. So let us try. A standard taxi fare daw costs 40 pesos. So anong ibig sabihin nun? Ang ibig sabihin nun, yung bayad sa taxi, kahit gaano ka mang kalayo, on minimum, is 40 pesos. So ibig sabihin, pag sumakay ka daw ng taxi, automatic, magbabayad ka na ng 40 pesos. Kahit, halimbawa, kahit 1 meter, 2 meters, or 3 meters lang yung nalakbay natin, standard fare niya is 40 pesos. Plus a rate of 4 pesos for every 200 meters. So, ibig sabihin, pag more than 200 meters ka na, let's say 201 meters, at saka ngayon papatak yung metro. Yan, papatak yung metro na 4 pesos every 200 meters. Yan. Tapos, chop uli natin yan. Now, what will be the equation of the line that best describe? Ito yung hinahanap, ano? What equation of the line that best describes the cost of fare with the distance traveled by meters. So, ano yung magiging equation of the line natin kung yung problem natin would relate to a linear equation? And the second question is, magkano raw yung babayaran natin kung sakasakali nag-travel tayo, let's say, 6,000 meters. Ano po? So, una munang gawin natin is, let us first identify those given values. One of the given values is actually the rate of fare for every 200 meters. And alam nyo ba, mga langga, yung rate po natin, yun yung madalas na nagiging slope or vice versa. Yung slope, most of the time, it pertains to rate of changes. Ano po? So, kung ganun lang naman pala, ibig sabihin, every 4 pesos, if we assume that the y-axis pertains to the cost of fare, and we will pertain to x-axis as our distance traveled. So ang magiging rate of fare is 4 over 200. O bakit 4 over 200? Kasi 4 pesos every 200 meters, di po ba? Fare over distance, yan ang ibig sabihin nun. Now, this rate of fare is also equivalent pagka sinimplify natin to, it is also equivalent to, that is 2 over 100, because we divide 2 to the numerator and denominator. 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 200 divided by 2 is 100. Ano po? And we could further simplify 2 over 100, that is also equivalent to, ano yung pwedeng i-divide sa 2 at saka sa kay 100? Siyempre 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1 over 100 divided by 2 is 50. So, meron tayo ngayong rate of change na 1 over 50. Kung i-base natin yan sa problem, in terms of pesos and meters, that is 1 peso every 50 meters. Ganun po. So, ngayon meron na tayong rate of change, and nabanggit ko sa inyo kanina na itong mga rate of change natin, madalas, it pertains to the slope, hindi po ba? So, maybe this is our slope of our linear graph. Now, the question is, yung pangalawang given. Another given is the standard taxi fare, which costs 40 pesos. Ibig sabihin, pagsakay mo pa lang, 40 pesos na agad yung babayaran natin. So, ano kaya yung kanyang linear equation? So, ang magiging linear equation niya is y is equivalent to 1 over 50x plus 40. O, bakit ganun? O, subukan natin. I-check natin tong 1 over 50. Kung tama. Let's say, 1 over 50 times, nag-travel tayo kunyari ng, let's say, 200, 200 meters. So, aside dun sa babayaran nating 4 pesos na standard fare, magta-travel tayo ngayon ng 200 meters, and that is equivalent to 200 over 50, and 200 divided by 50 is 4. So, meron kang babayaran na 4 pesos plus the standard taxi fare, which is 40. So, if we are going to add 4 plus 40, that will be 44. Automatic, 44 yung babayaran natin. Kasi what is the reason behind that? Kasi nag-travel tayo ng 200. Kung less than 200 sana, edi ang babayaran sana natin is 40 pesos lang. Ano pa? Sige. So, let us continue. Now, the question is, how much are we going to pay if we travel 6,000 meters? Yan. So, if x here, let x will be the distance traveled in meters. And y is the cost of fare. We have this equation, y is equivalent to 1 over 50x plus 40, and then let us try to compute if we travel 6,000 meters. How much are we going to pay? So that will be y is equivalent to 1 over 50 times 6,000 plus 40. Ganun lang po kadali. Yan ang kagandahan basta meron ka ng equation, Kasi pag may equation ka na, kahit ilang given of x pa yung ibigay sa iyo or given of y, immediately makukompute mo kung magkano or ilan. So that is also the same as y is equivalent to 6,000 over 50 plus 40. Cancel natin yung zeros, and then let us divide 600 divided by 5, So, let us divide 600 divided by 5. Na-cancel na natin yung zeros, So, we have 1. 1 times 5 is 5. And let us subtract 1. 100. Now, 100 divided by 5, that will be, I think, 20. And 20 times 5 will be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, 100. Yan. So, that is 120. Teka lang po, burahin ko lang po ito. Yan. Y will be equivalent to 600 divided by 5 is 120 plus 40. So, therefore, y is equivalent to 100 60. So, ibig sabihin, ang babayaran natin is 160 pesos. So, let us have another example. Let's say, a payphone charges 5 pesos for the first 3 minutes of call and 1 peso for every minute thereof. What linear equation best describes the minute of calls over the bills? And how much would it pay for a certain call that lasted for 8 minutes? So again, pag-aralan po uli natin, let us first, Let us first analyze kung anong nangyayari doon whenever we call for 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Tapos tingnan natin kung magkano yung babayaran natin. So, let's say X is for the number of minutes of calls. Tapos yung Y pertains to the cost. Kung tatawag tayo ng 1 minute, syempre babayaran natin yung minimum cost or yung minimum charge, which is 5 pesos. Pag tumawag tayo ng 2 minutes, syempre minimum pa rin kasi hindi pa siya more than 3 minutes. So that is 5, and if we call for 3 minutes, that is also 5. So the first 3 minutes cost 5 pesos. Paano kung halimbawa more than 3 minutes na, let's say 4 minutes na? So most probably ang babayaran natin yung minimum charge for 3 minutes, which is 5 pesos, and then plus 1 peso every minute. So most probably ang babayaran po natin dito is ikakaltas natin yung 3 minutes sa 4 minutes, so that is 5 pesos plus 1 minute, because 4 is equivalent to 1 plus 3. So babayaran natin dito yung 5 pesos, and babayaran natin dito yung 1 peso for every minute of calls after the 3 minutes. So sa madaling salita, ang babayaran natin is 6. How about kung yung minutes of calls natin 5 minutes. Ayan, 5 minutes. So again, 5 is just equal to 2 plus 3. Tanggalin uli natin yung minimum, kinakaltas natin yung minimum, or sineset aside natin yung minimum charge. So for this minimum charge, we have 5 pesos, and for this 2 minutes, kasi sobra tayo ng 2 minutes, so per minute yung charge, so that is 2 pesos again. That is 2 pesos. So sa madaling salita, ang babayaran po natin is 7 pesos. And we could go on, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ito naman 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ayan. So sa madaling salita, yung babayaran natin if our call lasted for 8 minutes is, I think, 10 pesos, So subukan natin. If that is 8 minutes, that is the same as we have plus 3, we have 5. Ayan. So we will pay 5 pesos. 5 pesos, and then we're going to pay here again a minimum charge of 5 pesos for 3 minutes. Pero ipagpalagay natin na sa problem na to, tumagal yung calls natin for about 1 hour. Take note that 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes. How much are we going to pay if our call lasted for 1 hour? Balikan uli natin yung table natin. And yung table natin, hatiin po natin sa dalawa kasi it pertains to 2 linear equations. So yung first part na linear equation natin, whenever x is less than or equal to 3, meaning pagka yung minutes of calls natin, let's say 1 minute lang, 2 minutes lang, or 3 minutes lang, ang babayaran natin is 5 pesos. So whatever the number of minutes, for as long as the number of minutes is less than or equal to 3, y will always be 5 or 5 pesos. Ganun po yung ibig sabihin niya sa math. O sa madaling salita, kung yung number of minutes, which is denoted by x, is 3, we are going to pay 5. If it is 2, because it is also less than 3, we are going to pay 5. If it is 1, which is also less than 3, we're going to pay 5. Pero pag lumagpas na tayo sa 3, ibang usapan na yan. If x is greater than 3. So, ano kaya yung magiging equation natin dito? And take note, yung magiging equation natin dito, yung linear equation natin po dito, yun yung makakatulong sa atin para masagutan natin whenever our call lasted for 60 minutes. Yan po. Hindi na natin kailangan na dugtungan pa ng dugtungan yung ating table kasi magiging taxi lang yun in our part na sobrang haba na nung table natin just to know or determine how much are we going to pay for 60-minute calls. So let us first investigate what will be our equation. If you could still recall, kinakaltasan lang natin to ng 3, di ba? Kung halimbawa 4 minutes, kinakaltasan lang natin yan ng 3 minutes, so that is 1 plus 3. And if we are going to transpose 3 to the other side, that is 4 minus 3 is equals to 1. Ito yung babayaran natin for 5 pesos. Ayan po. Now, kung ganun lang naman pala, na parang kinakaltasan lang natin ng 3. So therefore, yung magiging linear equation natin will be y is equivalent to x minus 3. Ganyan. O bakit minus 3 natin? Minus 3 natin kasi may minimum charge siya na for every 3 minutes na 5 pesos. Now, kulang pa yan, hindi pa yan kompleto, kulang pa yan. Ano yung rate natin? Ano yung magiging rate nung calls natin? Or rate of charge for every minutes of calls? That is 1 peso per minute. 1 peso per minute. Per 1 minute. And take note, yung mga rate natin, kadalasan sila din yung ating nagiging slope, di po ba? So that is 1 over 1, meaning 1 peso per 1 minute, and 1 divided by 1 is just 1. So therefore, ang slope natin dito is 1. No need to write 1. At meron tayong minimum charge na 5 pesos. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, pagka yung minutes of calls natin is, what is this? Let's say 4. 4. Let us substitute here 4. 4 minus 3 plus 5. So, that is, 4 minus 3 is 1 plus 5. That is 6. Ayan. Yun yung babayaran natin. 6 pesos. So, ang ginawa lang natin, kinakaltasan lagi natin ng negative 3. Kinakaltasan natin ng 3 minutes. Kasi minimum charge yun. Now, syempre, kailangan ayusin muna natin yung linear equation natin para mas maganda siyang tingnan. So, ayusin natin kasi may mga similar terms tayo dito whenever we remove the grouping symbol, di po ba? So, in that case, that is the same as x minus 3 plus 5. Ayan po. And let us combine these similar terms. That will be x negative 3 plus 5 is positive 2. So, therefore, our linear equation is y is equivalent to x plus 2. Whenever x is greater than 3. Y is equivalent to x plus 2. Now, check natin kung tama yung equation natin. So, halimbawa nga, the value of x is 4. So, y is equivalent to 4 plus 2. Y is equivalent to 4 plus 2 is 6. Tama na siya, di ba? Tama na siya. Paano halimbawa kung if the value of x is 8? Kamukha nung nandito sa problem, 8 minutes. y is equivalent to 8 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10, which is tama rin. Now na na-double check na natin na tama yung linear equation natin, gumagana siya. It's a working linear equation. Ito pong y is equivalent to x plus 2. Pwede na natin siyang gamitin sa mas malalaking number of minutes of calls. So we can now use it by substituting x by 60 minutes. So that is y is equivalent to 60 plus 2, or y is equivalent to 60 plus 2 is just 62. Now, check natin kung tama yung sagot natin using the traditional method, yung madalas na ginagawa nung mga nagpe-pay phone. Ayan. So, ang gagawin kasi ng mga nagpe-pay phone, kung 60 minutes yung calls nila, babawasan nila ng 3 minutes. Bakit nila babawasan ng 3 minutes? Kasi yung 3 minutes, ang minimum charge is 5 pesos. Ayan. So 60 minus 3 is just 57. Let us transpose negative 3 to the other side. That is 60 is equivalent to 57 plus 3. Ayan. So eto, sa 3 minutes calls, ang babayaran natin is 5 pesos. Tapos sa 57 calls, ang babayaran natin is 1 peso per minute. 57 minutes. So, ang babayaran natin malamang is 57 pesos din. Kasi 1 pesos per minute. And now, let us combine this kung tama nga. That is 57 plus 5. So, 7 plus 5 is 12. 5 plus 1 is 662. Ayan. So, tama yung ating sagot. Therefore, tama talaga yung ating linear equation. Now, sir, kailangan pa ba na hanapin natin yung linear equation? Oo, sa mga corporate situations, sa mga corporate problems, or in a corporate situation na milyon-milyon yung pinag-uusapan, kailangan natin ng mga linear equations. Kailangan natin ng mga equations and formulas. Pag malalaka na masyado yung mga kinocompute natin. Ito pa nga lang 60 minutes di po ba? Pwede naman tong gamitin yung traditional method, pero mas efficient pa rin kung meron na tayong linear equation. Bakit? Kasi kahit mag 2 hours pa yan, 3 hours, 4 or minutes of calls pa yan, kayang-kaya nating i-compute yung kanyang magiging cost. Yun ang kagandahan pagka meron ka ng linear equation. Okay, let us have one more example. Let's say a burger chain charges 115 pesos for each special giant burger they sell, plus a fixed charge of 5 pesos for the special box packaging they use to hold one special giant burger, and a fixed charge of 10 pesos for delivery. What linear equation will describe the sales and how many burgers was delivered if the delivery man returns with 1,810 pesos. Okay? Again, hati-hatiin uli natin yung problem into several components or phrases para mas madali siyang maintindihan, ano? A burger chain charges 115 pesos for each special giant burger. O, cut natin. Magkano yung giant burger? May katunog, Parang may katunog, Parang kilala ko tong burger chain na to, May nagbebenta ng malalaking burger. Ano po? Tunog Camp Grill. Sige. Yung giant burger daw nila is 115 pesos. Cut. Wala tayong issue sa presyo ng burger nila. Eto ngayon. They sell plus a fixed charge of 5 pesos for the special box packaging they use. A fixed charge of 5 pesos for the special box packaging they use to hold one special giant burger. So, ibig sabihin, yung burger na binibenta nila, nag-charge sila ng 5 pesos kasama dun sa presyo sinasama dun sa presyo nila yung 5 pesos na packaging. Kasi sobrang laki ng burger, Hindi naman pwedeng, hindi naman pwedeng ilagay lang yun sa plastic kasi maghiwa-hiwalay yung mga patty, yung ingredients, o yung parts ng burger sa sobrang laki. Kaya meron silang ginagamit na special na box just to hold the burger itself. At kung magkano yun, that is 5 pesos. And another thing is, they have a fixed charge of 10 pesos para sa delivery. Wala naman ditong sinabing wala naman sinabi sa problem na kung gaano kalayo. Basta ang sinabi lang, kahit saan sila mag-deliver, basta abot nila, mag-charge sila ng 10 pesos. So, again, ang tinatanong po kung ano yung magiging linear equations natin, and what is most surprising is that there's a twist in the last question. Ano yung twist doon? Yung delivery man, pagbalik niya sa station, ang daladala niyang pera is 1,810. The question is, ilang burger yung dineliver niya? May mga ganun mga pagkakataon. Yes, sa mga restaurant, may mga pagkakataon ganun. Halimbawa, nakaligtaan ni manager na isulat or mailista kasi sa sobrang busy sa kitchen, nakalimutang ilista kung ilang burger yung nag-out o yung lumabas. Tapos, syempre, yung delivery man, diretso deliver. Pagbalik, ang daladala niyang pera is 1,810. May mga ganong instances. And yung mga ganong instances, masasolve natin yan using algebra or linear equations. Subukan natin. Let us first analyze further the problem one by one. Magkano yung burger? 115 pesos. So, ibig sabihin, pag umorder tayo ng isa, babayaran natin 115. Pag umorder tayo ng dalawa, ita-times lang natin yung 115 by 2. Ganun po. So, that is y is equivalent to 115x. Wherein x here pertains to the number of burger or the number of special giant burger. And y here will pertain to the cost of the merchandise or cost of the food item. So y will be a cost. Now, another issue is that gumagamit pa sila ng karton. Special box para sa special burger nila na nagkakahalaga ng 5 pesos. At kung ilang piraso yung may lalagay natin sa special burger, that is 1:1. 1 special packaging or 1 special box for every 1 special giant burger. So, isa-isa. So, ibig sabihin, kung meron silang let's say isang burger, ilang box ang gagamitin nila? That is worth 5 pesos. Syempre isa. Kung dalawang special burger yung dineliver nila, syempre dalawang box din yung gagamitin nila and dalawang 5 pesos din yon. So sa madaling salita, kung ilang burger yung dineliver nila, yun din yung number of box na kailangan gamitin nila. So, yung 115, madadagdagan pa ng another charge for the special, that special packaging. So, that is plus, magkano yung special packaging na yan? That is 5 pesos, diba? So, 5x. Check natin double check natin. Kung nag-order tayo ng isang burger, babayad tayo ng 115. May special box yun. So, 5 times 1 is 5 plus 115. So, that is 120. 120 na yung babayaran natin. Ano po? Kasi binayaran din natin pati yung box. Ayan. The last thing is, nagcha-charge din sila or meron silang fixed charge na 10 pesos para sa delivery. Kahit gaano kalayo. For as long as kaya nilang i-deliver. So, ibig sabihin, kung magkano pa man or ilang burger pa man yung in-order natin, magdadagdag pa ng 10 piso. Ayan. So therefore, our equation is y is equivalent to 115x plus 5x plus 10. Now, may mga similar terms tayo dito. So let us combine those similar terms. Ito po. So that is y is equivalent to 115x plus 5x, that is 120x plus 10. So this is our complete linear equation. Let us try. Kung umorder nga tayo ng isang burger lang, isang special giant burger lang. So, kung umorder tayo ng isa, babayad tayo ng 115, charge pa yung box niya, which is 5. So, 120 nga. 120 times x, or 120 times 1. Tapos, dineliver pa nila. So, 120 plus 10, that is 130. Ganun po. The same goes with kung nag-deliver sila ng 2 or 3 or 4 special giant burgers. Pero the situation is, nung nag-deliver yung delivery man, pagbalik niya, ang daladala niyang pera is 1,810. Yung cost ng merchandise na daladala niya is 1,810. And the question there is, ilang burger yung kanyang dineliver? How many burgers, how many special giant burger was delivered? So that is, actually, the 1,810 here is the value of y, the cost of the merchandise. So let us substitute. That is 1,810 is equivalent to 120x plus 10. Okay, kasi hindi natin alam kung ilang burger yung na-deliver or hindi natin alam na miss nung manager kung ilang burger yung lumabas. Ganun po. Basta ang alam lang niya, pagbalik ng delivery man, ang daladalang pera is 1,810. Now, we can now solve this equation using algebraic manipulations, using properties in algebra or properties inequalities. Ano po? So here we could transpose positive 10 to the other side, to the left side, that will become negative 10. So that is 1,810 transpose negative 10 to the other side. Transpose positive 10 to the other side, that is negative 10. That is equivalent to 120x. So 1,810 minus 10 is 1,800. That is equivalent to 120x. Now let us now divide both sides by 120. 120 divided by 20 is 120 divided by 120 is just 1. So let us just cancel them out. So what is left here is x. Now let us now divide 1,800 divided by 120. So that is, if you're going to use your calculator, that will be 15. Ano po? That is 15. Try nga natin mano-mano. So cancel natin yung zeros. So that is 180 divided by 12. 18 divided by 12 is 1. That is 12. Let us subtract. That is 8 minus 2. That is 6. And then bring down 0. That is 60. 60 divided by 12 is 5. 5 times 12. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1, 6. Okay. So, tama. 15 nga, no? So, the value of x is 15. By symmetric property, the value of x is 15. So, therefore, ang dineliver pala nung delivery man is 15 special giant burger. Ibig sabihin, in this example, pwede rin nating malaman kung ilang items yung nilalabas. Basta meron tayong cost of merchandise at saka meron na tayong, ayan, yung pinakamalaga at pinakaimportante sa lahat, meron na tayong linear equation. Kahit baliktarin pa yung situation, we could determine the number of items or the value of X. Let us have one last example. Let's say a mobile scrap buyer has a profit of 8 pesos for every kilogram of plastic he buys and spends 600 pesos for gasoline. If his profit is determined by the equation P is equivalent to 8K minus 600, how many kilogram of plastic should he buy per day to gain a minimum profit? And how many kilogram of plastic should he buy to gain 400 pesos profit? So, pinag-uusapan naman natin ngayon is yung kita. Ano po? Kita in terms of profit. So, P here pertains to profit and K here pertains to the number of kilograms of plastic. So, what is the problem all about? Meron daw, parang bote dyaryo bakal. Ayan, nagbobote dyaryo bakal. At yung ginagamit niya sa bote dyaryo bakal, sa tingin ko, trike to. Pagpalagay nating trike to. Kasi nagagasolina pa siya, worth 600 pesos. Saan nakuha yung 600 pesos? Yun yung budget niya. Yung average na budget niya para sa gasolina, round trip pagka nagbobote dyaryo bakal siya. Ayan po. Now, sa bawat kilogram nung scrap na binibenta niya, meron siyang kita, o meron siyang tubo na 8 pesos. Now, ang question dito is how many kilogram, ito po yung one of the tricky questions here. How many kilogram of plastic should he buy per day to gain a minimum profit? Pag-usapan natin ano ba ibig sabihin nitong minimum profit? Pag sinabing minimum profit, parang kawangkito nung tinatawag na break even, meaning patas. In what instance na magkakaroon siya ng gana or magkakaroon siya ng minimum profit, yung pinakamababang profit na pwede niyang ma-achieve, provided na gumagastos din siya ng 600 pesos sa gasolina. Ano po? Sige. So, given na yung equation po natin, the equation for profit is P is equivalent to 8K minus 600. Paano nakuha yung profit? So, halimbawa, magbenta siya ng 1 kilo lang. Pag-uwi niya, pagkatapos niyang mag-ikot-ikot, 1 kilo lang yung dala-dala niya, sa tingin niyo ba may profit siya? So, that is 8 times 1. Kasi, 8 pesos yung profit niya per kilo. So, 8 minus 600, so magne-negative yung niya ngayon. Magne-negative yung profit niya. Ano po? So, that is negative, I think, 592 pesos. Lugi pa siya ibig sabihin ng negative profit, lugi siya ng 592 pesos, ganun. Let's say meron siyang daladalang, sa paglilibot niya meron siyang 10 kilo, so that is 10 times 8, 10 times 8, let us demonstrate. So that is P is equivalent to 8 times, paglibot-libot niya meron siyang daladalang 10 kilo pero minus 600. Laging kaltas yung ginastos niya sa gasolina. Sa tingin niyo ba may profit pa rin siya? Or may tubo pa kaya siya? May kita kaya siya for that day kung 10 kilo lang talaga yung na-achieve niya? So that is 8 times 10 is 80 minus 600. So again, the profit will become negative kasi mas malaki si 600. Ibig sabihin, mas malaki pa rin yung gasolina na ginagastos niya compared dun sa profit na ginigain niya. Kasi 10 kilo lang yung dala-dala niyang scrap pagbalik niya, di po ba? So 600 lang minus 80. So that will be, or 80 minus 600, that will be negative 520. So ibig sabihin, kasi yan naman talaga yung uso, lalo na sa kamay nila, kahit dito sa rural areas, yung mga bote dyaryo bakal natin, nakatrike na rin, ano, kung mapapansin nyo. May mga sasakyan din silang ginagamit. And gumagastos din sila ng gasolina para dyan. So again, negative 520, meaning lugi na naman sila ng 520 pesos. Yun ang ibig sabihin. That's how our problem is analyzed. Ito yung ating working equation. That's how our working equation works. Ganun po. Ang tinatanong po, yung minimum profit. Ilang kilo kaya yung dapat ibenta niya para ma-achieve niya yung pinakamababang profit? Ilang kilo? Per kilo ang pinag-uusapan dito. Okay. So, bago natin pag-usapan yung minimum profit, pag-usapan muna natin yung tinatawag na break-even. Ano ba yung break-even? Pag sinabi pong break-even, meaning patas, wala siyang profit or zero profit, meaning pag alis niya, tapos paglibot-libot niya, nagbotidyaryo bakal siya, pagbalik niya, bawing-bawi dun sa ginasolina niya. So paano kaya natin malalaman muna, tigit sa lahat, paano muna natin malalaman yung break even? O kung ano yung situation wherein patas yung patas yung negosyo niya, naging patas. So malalaman natin yung break even pagka pinagpalagay natin yung profit na zero. Zero profit. So whenever P is equivalent to 0. At pag nalaman na natin yung number of kilograms whenever the profit is 0, tsaka natin malalaman yung minimum. Kasi all we have to do is to add 1 kilogram lang. So pag-usapan muna natin kailan siya magkakaroon ng 0 profit o yung tinatawag nating break even. Patas. Yan. So all we have to do is to substitute now 0 to the equation. So that is 0 is equivalent to 8k minus 600. O para dun sa mga nagtatanong, bakit po natin zinero? Zinero po natin kasi ipagpalagay natin na pag uwi niya, wala siyang profit. Yan. O zero profit. Meaning, yung pinanggasolina na on an average of 600 pesos, nabawi din dun sa o pag uwi niya, hindi pa natin alam yung number of kilograms. Pag uwi niya, nabawi din nung pinanggasolina niya. Pag uwi niya, wala siyang kita. Ganun po. Which is true, lalo na sa mga panahon natin ngayon na meron tayong pandemya. Madalas, yung mga naglilibot na mga scrap buyers, hindi sila pwedeng pumunta from one location to another location or from one municipality to another. Bumababa yung kita nila. Magandang example to, para sa ating mga tagapakinig at mga taga-subaybay, tagapanood. Isa tong sa magandang halimbawa. It's a very good example sa mga scrap buyers po natin ngayon. So let us just try. Okay, zero profit nga, Now, let us solve the linear equation. Let us transpose negative 600 to the other side. That will become 600. That is equivalent to 8k. And let us divide both sides by 8. Let us divide both sides by 8. Cancel 8. What is left here is k, because 8 divided by 8 is just 1. No need to write 1. What is left is k. Now, 600 divided by 8. 600 divided by 8, if you're going to use your calculators, that will be equal to 75. And since k pertains to the number of kilograms, therefore yung number of kilograms ng scrap na kailangan niyang ma-achieve in order to have a break even, meaning patas, is 75 kilos. Let us check kung totoo nga tong 75 kilos. Let us check. So that is 0 is equivalent to 8k minus 600. And 0 is equivalent to 8 times, kunyari, pag uwi niya, ang daladala lang niyang scrap or yung scrap na naibenta lang niya sa junk shop is 75 kilos minus 600 pinanggasolina pa niya. So again, 8 times 75 is 600 minus 600, so that is 600 minus 600 is 0. Ibig sabihin, wala siyang kita for that day. Meaning, yung 75 kilos, yan ang tinatawag nating break even. Tama nga po yung break even natin. Break even. O ibig sabihin, siya yung patas na result. Walang kita. Zero profit. Now, since alam na natin yung break even, yung patas na kita, sa tingin nyo, ilang kilo kaya on minimum ang kailangan niyang iuwi para magkaroon siya ng profit, minimum profit, yung pinakamababang profit? So, all we have to do now is to add 1 kilo in 75. So, kung per kilo, in the basis of per kilo, mag-add lang tayo ng 1. So, the minimum profit should be, para pag uwi niya, meron siyang kahit papano kita na 8 pesos. So, ang gagawin lang natin is, magdadagdag lang tayo kay K ng 1. So, that is K plus 1. So, that is equivalent to 75 plus 1. So, that is K plus 1. K plus 1 is equivalent to 75 plus 1, 1 kilo. That is 76. So, ibig sabihin, para makagain siya ng 8 pesos na kita, imagine, 8 pesos lang yung kita niya for that day. Kasi yun lang yung naiuwi niyang scrap eh. So, that is 76. And if you are going to ask me, what will be our minimum profit, or what will be our expression in order to gain a minimum profit and onwards, or to gain a profit and onwards, that will be K should be greater than or equal to 76. That is also the same as K is, if the basis is per kilo, that is should be greater than 75. Ayan po. Linawin ko lang what is this 76? Ibig sabihin, kailangan niyang mag-uwi ng 76 kilos para makagain siya ng minimum profit. Check natin. Let us check. P is equivalent to 8K minus 600. So, yung minimum natin is 76 kilos. Ayan. So, the profit will be 8 times 76 kilos minus 600 sa gasolina. So, P is equivalent to, if you're going to use our calculator, we have 8 times 76. So, that will be 608 minus 600. 8 times 76 is 608 minus 600. So, P or the profit will be 608 minus 600. That will be 8. So, yan, 8. The minimum profit is 8 pesos because per kilo is 8 pesos. Ayan. So, therefore, the minimum, na-check na natin that the minimum profit should, the number of kilos to gain a minimum profit should be 76 kilos. Kawawa naman yung mga scrap buyer natin, Imagine kung gumagastos sila ng ganitong halaga, 600 every day para sa, kung nagagasolina sila, kailangan nila maka-achieve ng 76 or more than 76 kilos para lang makagain ng 8 pesos. Paano kung halimbawa may mga anak pa yan, di ba? May mga panggatas pa nila sa baby nila. So, kailangan more than 76 kilos yung kanilang maiuwi na scrap. Ganun. Now, let us answer the second question. How many kilogram of plastic should he buy to gain a 400 pesos profit? This time, ang tinatanong naman, kung halimbawa gusto nung scrap buyer na makauwi siya ng 400 pesos na kita or profit, ilang kilo yung kailangan niyang bilhin or kailangan niyang maiuwi? Or ilang kilo ng scrap yung kailangan niyang maibenta sa junk shop? for that day alone. Imagine 400 pesos, mababa na nga to, di ba? Lalo na kung yung number of families natin, composed of 4, meron kang 2 anak, tas asawa mo pa, panggatas pa ng baby, di ba? So, masyado maliit yung 400. Pero pagpalagay natin na yung gusto ng scrap buyer, 400 pesos yung kita niya for that day, minimum, ilang kilo kaya ng scrap yung kailangan niyang maibalik at maibenta sa junk shop pagkatapos niyang magbote bakal? Sige, let us compute. So all we have to do here is to substitute P by profit, which is 400 pesos. Because the value of P is 400, that is equivalent to 8K minus 600. Ang tinatanong, ilang kilo? Now, let us transpose 600 to the other side. That negative 600 will become positive 600. So, that is 400 plus 600 is equivalent to 8K. 400 plus 600, that is 1,000. 1,000, that is equivalent to 8K. And let us divide both sides by 8. Cancel. 8 divided by 8 is just 1. No need to write 1. What is left is K. And 1,000 divided by 8. We are going to use our calculator. That is 1,000. 1,000 divided by 8. So that is 125. Or K, by symmetric property, that is K is equivalent to 125 kilograms. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, kung gusto niya ng profit na 400 pesos, kailangan mag-uwi siya ng 125 kilogram na scrap. Okay, check ulit natin kung tama yung ating kung tama yung 125 kilograms. Ano po? So, let us check. If the scrap buyer wants a profit of 400 pesos, all he have to do is to kailangan mag-uwi siya ng 125 kilograms minus yung pinanggasolina, which is 600. So 400 here is equivalent to 8 times 125. 8 times 125, that is 1,000 minus 600. So 400 is equivalent, 1,000 minus 600 is 400. Check. So therefore, our answer is correct. Kailangan niya mag-uwi ng 125 kilograms na scrap para kumita ng 400 pesos. Now, I'm going to leave an exercise for you to answer at home. This will serve as your home quiz. I want you to analyze the problem and please answer the question that follows. So for our home quiz number 1, an employee receives a commission of 100 pesos for every cell phone unit she sells. So meron daw siyang kita na 100 pesos sa kada cellphone na binibenta niya. On top of that, she receives a monthly salary of 5,000 every month. So bukod pa dun sa commission niya, commission kasi yan yung 100 pesos na yan, meron siyang 5,000 na sweldo. Kasi sa tingin natin, sa ipagpalagay natin na nagbabantay siya ng cellphones, na tindera siya ng cellphone. What equation best describes her income? That is that is question number 1. And how much income will she receive if she sells 20 cell phone units for that month? The second question is, magkano yung income niya kung nakabenta siya ng 20 cellphones para sa buwan na yan? And the third question will be, how many cellphone unit would she able to sell if she got 5,700 income for that month? O kabaliktara naman, kung nakatanggap naman siya ng 5,700 pesos, ilang cellphone naman yung naibenta niya? So I want you to get the equation of this problem, the linear equation of this problem. Pag meron ka ng linear equation, you could actually solve these questions. Our home quiz number 2 will be the following graph shows the profit in raising hybrid chickens. Ito yung pangalawa nating home quiz. Ano po? You don't have to copy the graph. I just want you to provide the solution and as much as possible give the linear equation for this problem. Now, what equation best describe this graph and how many chickens must be raised to make a break-even profit? O, pag sinabing break-even, patas, walang kita. And how many must be raised to realize a 6,000 profit? From the graph itself, makikita natin yung break-even agad, ano? Yung break-even, nandyan sa may 20. Ito po. Ayan. Because X here pertains to the number of chickens raised and Y-axis here pertains to the profit. Yeah. So first, provide the equation of this line, which is in our previous videos. Kung babalikan niyo po yung previous videos natin, tinuruan ko po kayo kung paano kunin yung equation of the line given graph. Ano yan? Balikan niyo po yung lesson natin na yun for you to know the equation of the line, and then once na meron ka ng equation of the line, mas madali nang masasagutan yung kung ano yung break even natin. Pag break even, all you have to do is to zero the y, tsaka kung ilang chickens yung kailangan nating erase para magkaroon ng 6,000 profit. So parang kabaliktaran, given yung profit, unknown yung x o yung number of chickens. Ganun po.